I hope you can see me and hear me properly. Please confirm if audio and video is coming properly. This is Debalina. I am a certified Silva Method Instructor, and let me take the pleasure to welcome you all in the Stress Relief Masterclass. All right, I believe it's same for everyone. Everyone can see me and hear me properly. Okay, so first of all, tell me who are watching me for the first time or joining my session for the first time, who are meeting me for the first time, and for whom it's like several times. Yes, uh, Wani, you raised your hand. Do you want to say anything? So, before we begin, I want to mention one small thing that is, we will try to keep this not a session or lecture kind of a thing. We will create or make it more interactive. Wherever you feel you have queries, you have doubts, you have questions, feel free and share in this chat section, because for now I have kept everyone muted. After the session, once the meditations are over, I'll remove the mute all button so that you can jump on and ask the questions. Okay. But before we begin, I want to hear from you who are meeting with me for the first time. No chats are coming. Is it like no one is sharing anything? Let me see if. Okay. Yeah, it's coming now. All right. Thank you so much for sharing. And this session is all about what is stress, how the stress can be so effective or harmful in our body, what are the long-term or short-term effects of stress in our body. We will understand these concepts in more detail, and how Silva method can help us to control the stress patterns, to get rid of the things whatever we have stored inside our body for this longer period of time. Nice to meet you, Erica. Thank you so much for joining. All right, so without further ado, let's quickly begin the session. Okay, so in case anyone wants to connect with me over WhatsApp, I'm sharing my WhatsApp number. So it's +91. This is my WhatsApp number, so that in case if you want to stay connected with me, you can message me anytime. All right, or you can always drop an email to digital@silvamethod.com. So before we begin, I want to understand what are your perspective on the word stress? Like, what do you think? Is stress is good? Is stress is bad? Do you feel that we need a little bit amount of stress to live our life, or you feel that if there can be a way through which we can completely get rid of the stress, it will be amazing. So, what do you think? What is your perspective on stress? I want to hear from you. And a request is let's skip this, not a session where I'll give the lecture and you will just listen to me. Let's skip it, more interaction kind of a thing, because when there will be lots of interactions, when you will fully engage into it, the experience will be so much better. Okay, so what do you think? According to you, what is stress? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it like we need it, or it's like we can skip it? It's not so important for our body to experience or to have it. What do you think? Anyone wants to share your view? Anyone? Okay. Okay, no worries. So let me explain it. All right. I believe some stress is okay, but too much isn't good for us. Absolutely, Erica. Yeah, Michael, I have kept muted everyone because of the interruptions that happen. So after the session, when the meditations are over, I'll unmute everyone so that all of you can speak. Okay? It's good, but we should be able to come out of it. Yes, Varti, of course. We need a little stress, I think. Yes. Stress is a mental and emotional discomfort. Yeah, definitely. A little stress is required. So my answer is stress is good to save us in bad situation, but holding in to it is bad. Yes, Michael, of course. So let's understand these things in more detail, in more depth. Like, what is stress? What exactly happens? Um, it should be a controlled stress, but not unwanted for everyone, everything. Yes, of course. So we will now understand, in short, what is stress, what exactly happens in the body when we get stress. And I think stress is an emotion that shouldn't block us or stop us. Yes, definitely. So let's begin. So, what is actually stress? We need to first understand this, like, what is stress? What stress mean to us? So, what is stress? If we are not prepared for a situation or something which is happening to us, that response, that reaction becomes a stressful or creates a stressful situation. For example, let's say I went to office and I have a plan to, it's my anniversary day. So I have a plan to take my husband or wife out for dinner. So I have made a full plan for it. And I have planned to, wrap my work and leave the office by 4 p.m. so that I can go back and I can take him or her to dinner. So let's say this is a situation. So if I have a plan to do something like that, my brain, my body, my mind, we are completely prepared for it, right? Maybe I'm thinking about it, visualizing. Even I have informed the same to my partner. He or she is also making a plan of it, waiting for it. And all of a sudden, boss came and the boss mentioned that you have to complete this works as well because these are important and it's completely dependent on you. This is something which creates stress. Means we were not so prepared for this specific thing. It was like not in my expectation. I haven't expected that. All of a sudden, these things came. So, because of it, I have to come out of my comfort zone. I have to face challenges. Maybe in some situations, I have to do some brainstorming. I have to take a decision that I need to fight with that, unwanted situation, or I need to fly from the situation, or I'll get extremely overwhelmed and I'll get freezed. For example, if we want to understand these three different type of reactions out of stressful situation with examples, then for fight means uh, your boss gave this files to complete. So you're fighting with the situations. Fighting means it's not like physical level fighting. Fighting means you are in your way handling the situation. You are just started working, maybe managing with your friends in the office that, bro, please take care of this works and I'll do this so that we can manage. I have my anniversary day, bro, save me. So we do this kind of conversations, right? So that mutual understanding happens, and we try to manage the stressful situation. So, this is one way of handling the stress, that is fighting with it. Or sometimes we fly from that situation. We run out of the situation. Sometimes maybe we can give excuses to our boss that, boss, I'm not feeling well, or something like that. And fly from the situation or freeze. So, most of the cases, the that freeze response happens when the stress is more deeper level, that is more kind of trauma. Maybe you heard of someone very close to you committed suicide, or maybe someone very close to you gone through something major traumatic or accident kind of a thing, or a major loss for you. So those kind of unwanted situation held our body into a very deep level stress, which we call as ultimately trauma. So this is another different topic for discussion, trauma. We are not going into detail in that trauma topic. So generally, these three kind of responses we take out of that stressful situation. And this is normal. We all need it. And if we want to live a normal life, we will face those stressful situations. We will face those kind of challenges, those kind of, unwanted situations, because these are important for our life to complete or continue. Because you just think about it, every single time, whenever your exam dates were announced, you started getting panicked, right? You started getting more stress that I need to study, I need to complete my whole syllabus, right? Because until and unless this exam dates were not announced, you will not be able to study a lot. That's why this kind of stress are important. If your boss will not put this much pressure to you, maybe the boss will, was not able to, or he is not able to manage the situation, and maybe he end up losing the business, which will indirectly in fact create a big impact on your salary, on your lifestyle, right? So small stress, all those things are important, we all need it. So the first thing we need to understand is that whenever we are feeling stress for situations, whenever we are going through any kind of stressor, it's not only that our mind, our thought process, and our brain involved to it. It's stress is a full body biological process. So, more importantly, if we want to understand stress, it's something that our nervous system continuously storing it if we are not coming out of the stressful situation. So naturally, what should happen? We are going through the stress and we are feeling it, experiencing it, living it fully, and coming out of that stressful situation. But when that loop is not getting completed and running again and again, this is what ultimately creates the chronic stress. Okay, so we will understand this concept in more detail. So the moment your brain perceives a threat, for example, let's say, how, if we want to understand how or why this, fight, flight, freeze response or that stressful response has, how it created inside your nervous system. So if you think about it, back, like thousands and thousands of years ago, when our ancestors used to live in the forest, dense forest, where they used to stay with all the wild animals, there all the time there was a risk that any of the wild animals could end up attacking on that person, right? So they created a high alarming state. Every single time their brain was so alarmed, so highly active, that they continuously search for the threats. And slowly, gradually, threat means like, if at any position the, some sound is coming from the back of the tree, it can be a sound of a tiger who is going to attack our ancestor. So all those kind of sounds, all those kind of, unwanted situations, unwanted sounds, unwanted scenarios created a kind of alarming system inside the brain of our ancestors. And we all know that things are passing through generations through the process of epigenetics, right? So, whatever our ancestors stored inside their nervous system created the survival mode for living in the brain, it got transferred to us as well. And that is the function or normal way of living it became. That is finding out the danger in all the situations, finding out what can be stressful, what is good for me, what is not good for me, what is bad for me, something like that, right? So whenever your brain perceives a threat or an unwanted situation, maybe it's a really unwanted situation, or just in your thoughts your brain is creating some unwanted situation. What happened is your body doesn't just wait that, yeah, this is an unwanted situation, so what I need to do. So your brain body doesn't even wait for this entire thing to process. It reacts instantly within literally a very small amount of time, within milliseconds. So this entire system happened through a process called the automatic nervous system. So what is the function of this autonomic nervous system is like, this autonomic nervous system again have two different kind of systems, sympathetic and parasympathetic. So let's say whenever let's say you went for a morning walk, all of a sudden a mad dog started coming towards you. So this is a threatful situation. This is something that is your brain immediately give an instruction to you, bro. This is danger. So what will happen? Immediately you will start running from this, right? Do you stand there? Do you think about, analyze the situation? No, it just immediate reaction happen. So this is something when the sympathetic nervous system gets activated. That is more related to your survival mechanism. Okay, so what your brain, body, and mind will do at that moment, immediately when you will see this kind of stressful situation or stressor that is in front of you, have you felt that your heartbeat started, becoming more faster? You started taking more deeper breaths, right? Maybe sometime your muscles tighten, especially the muscles of your abdomen or the muscles of the cuff muscle, or maybe chest. Everything started becoming so tight. Um, you feel more blood flow is happening through your body, some more kind of pressure you feel on your shoulders. Have you felt something like that when you experienced a stressful situation, right? So this is a time when your brain becomes hyper alert. And this is normal because through this entire mechanism, you are preparing your body to fight with that situation or to run away, to fly, because we will not fight with the mad dog, we will run away. So, depending on whatever the correct decision at that moment, your body and brain will immediately take this decision because you will not get a time to think about it when a very stressful situation appears all of a sudden, because everything happens on an autopilot mode, like within very small amount of time, within milliseconds, before you even consciously understand what is happening. So this is what real stressful situation is, and this is how exactly we or our brain and body functions when we face any stressful situations. So that means, first of all, stress is not something that only happening in your thoughts or in your brain. Through this, your entire physical body is getting affected. One thing. Second thing, we understood that stress is not a conscious decision. It's what decision you will take, how you will respond to the stressful situation. It is an automatic biological reaction. But it's not that this automatic biological reaction was embedded within you from the very beginning of the day, like the day one when we took the bath. No, we only have created this automatic response, like for which situation how I'll respond. This encoding, this coding, or this kind of response, like what will be the exact loop, how I'll respond to the situations, we only have created this inside us, right? So in a healthy system, once the stressful situation is over, once we, let's say the boss gave us the files to complete and we completed, came back to home, not maybe at 4 p.m., but at least managed to came back by 5:30 p.m., let's say. So the situation is over. So normally when the situation is over, our body should return back to the normal state. That means the heartbeat, which became faster, it should reduce. Our pupil, the pupil in our eyes, it gets more dilated because you should see things more clearly when you are in a stressful situation. So this should become normal. Our breathing rate should normalize. The unnecessary stress hormones, the adrenaline hormone secretion, cortisol hormone secretion, all those things should reduce, right? Once the stressful situation is over. This is something that we call the recovery mode, the recovery part of your nervous system, the parasympathetic system. So that's how our body is designed to respond to alarming situation, and that's how our ancestors was responding back then. And this is normal from the very beginning, when we, the most intelligent human being created in the earth, and that is right now as well very normal for the physical body. But but the thing is, our way of experiencing the stressors are changing and increasing more and more the more we are growing faster in this digital world. The more sort of notifications we are getting, we are becoming the more kind of deadlines we are getting, the more kind of financial pressures we are in, the social pressure we are in. All those things are continuously creating stressors, not only one stressor, like multiple stressors within us. Because of this automatic system, the loop that should, like, experiencing and completing, like feeling the parasympathetic and sympathetic, and again all those things should, like, first experiencing the survival, living the stressful situation, and then slowly going to the rest and recovery mode. That is a normal loop, that is a normal nature of the body. But because of this, what is happening? I'm experiencing that stress in the office, came back home, but still I'm continuously thinking, why boss has done this to me only? I have mentioned boss, informed boss that I need to leave early from office. So still, why boss gave this task to me only? He could have given this to other as well, but why me? Maybe because maybe there is a positive chance that maybe the boss felt that I'm only the most capable one who can handle this task in much better way. That's why he gave. But most of the time what we do is, as I mentioned, we continuously search for the dangers, the risk factors, the negative points for the survival, so that we can be aware of it, right? That's how our brain, the survival mechanism, has programmed. So we will first think about the negative points only, like why boss has done this to me only, right? So we will continuously think about it, and maybe one of my colleague will call, and I will tell him or her as well that this has happened. Then maybe the colleague is telling some few more extra points to me. Yes, the boss, I feel the boss is really very annoyed to you. Or maybe the colleague mentioned that I have heard someone from your team is saying that you're becoming so lazy. That's why your boss is giving more tasks to you. So we started doing lots of gossip on this specific term, on the specific stressful situation that happened most of the time. And as a result, what will happen? I will continuously overthink on this specific thing. At night, I'll do overthink again and again. And every single time I am experiencing, I am recalling that specific moment, that specific situation, that specific incident, what will happen? My brain will recall the same emotion again. If that situation was so emotionally involved, like I was so emotionally involved into that situation, then my brain will create the same emotional pattern again and again. So for your brain, like, it doesn't matter if you are really experiencing it or if you are visualizing it, if it has experience associated with it. What your brain understand is the experience, the emotion. So when you are again thinking about the same incident all the time for 1 or 2 days, your every time you will think about that experience, your brain will feel as if you are reliving it, and same kind of emotion will release from your brain, the same kind of experience you will have. Okay, up to this part, is it clear? Any doubt, any queries, any question up to this part? Is it clear? uh can you increase your volume? Is it not audible? Is it like my voice is not audible? So could you please confirm? And if it will be great if you can confirm up to this part, is it clear? So what is exactly stress and what exactly happens in the body and the brain when we are in a stressful situation? It's audible now. Okay. Okay, fine. So after this part, any doubt, any queries, any questions, confusion? Now, okay. Okay, fine. So we now know exactly what happens when we are in a stressful situation. Uh, okay, it's not right hand, it's the left hand. It's the mirror image that is coming. It's the mirror image coming to you. That's why it's showing the right hand. Okay, so now when your brain is recalling that same incident again and again, again and again, and your brain is recalling that same emotion again and again, what is happening inside your brain, inside your body? Few sort of actions happen. For example, in our body, we have a very small little portion that is something we call the amygdala. So let me see if I have the picture of it so that I can show to you guys. So inside your brain, we have a very small section like almond. So that section is called the amygdala. Okay, so what is the function of amygdala? Whenever you are experiencing something which is emotionally attached to it, maybe an incident which is emotionally attached that you are physically experiencing, or you are recalling a memory with which some emotion is highly attached or activated, what is happening? It immediately gives signal to your amygdala. Amygdala is your emotional command center. It generally handles the emotion of ours. So what amygdala does immediately, amygdala gives signal to your hypothalamus. What is the hypothalamus work? Hypothalamus is your body's command center. It always gives command that, yeah, this signals needs this hormones needs to be released, this part needs to behave like this part needs to behave like this, right? So amygdala immediately give command to your brain's hypothalamus that I feel this is something dangerous, this is a trait, we need to work on it as early as possible. So what hypothalamus will do, it will immediately check in your brain's hippocampus. That is the part which is responsible for storing the memories. So it will immediately check in the hippocampus that is there any kind of past pattern stored. That is, whenever, let's say, a dog is coming, a mad dog is coming, hypothalamus check in your hippocampus that any stored pattern is there, like how previously I have responded to the situation. If it's getting a command from hippocampus that I ran out from that situation when a mad dog came previously, so it immediately, without thinking, without analyzing, it will immediately take that same action. So how it will take? It will immediately activate the sympathetic nervous system. And the function of the sympathetic nervous system is it will immediately fasten your breathing pattern so that more oxygen can flow to your heart, which is now important because your heart rate increased. Why heart rate increased? Because it need to spread more oxygen, more blood flow through your entire body. Because now your body is not in a normal state. It's highly active. It is either fighting with that situation, all of a sudden that situation came and your body is fighting, or it's running. So it requires more power, more oxygen. So that's what normally happens in your body. So what happens, and all of a sudden, adrenaline hormone, cortisol hormone, all those kind of stress related hormones started secreting. Now, when you, let's say that stressful situation is over, again you are rethinking about that stressful situation. We feel again that same kind of distress within us, right? That I'm not feeling well. When again I'm thinking about that same talks, that same conversation, again the same type of emotional patterns are getting recreated within me. Your brain will feel as if again you are reliving that situation. Though now you are not reliving, you are just thinking that situation with your emotion. Your brain will feel as if you are again recalling it, because your brain can't distinguish if it's like really you are experiencing or if it's just a visualization, if the visualization has emotion attached to it. So for your brain, it's again the same stressful situation. So again, the same sympathetic nervous system activated, and again, your heart rate will increase, your body temperature will rise, your pupil get more dilated. So all those unnecessary things will happen in your body again because you are overthinking it. And when this pattern repeats again and again, again and again, again and again, you are continuously in the sympathetic response of your autonomic nervous system, which end up creating long-term health issues, which end up creating chronic stresses. This is not good. Okay, so now through this masterclass, we will understand how we can, get rid of those chronic stress, how we can remove those unnecessary patterns from our body. But before that, it's important to understand or know or create an awareness that how stress actually impact our physical body. Do you feel that stress can create long-term impact in the physical body? Do you feel that stress can create chronic health issues as well in long run? Yes. Yes, definitely, definitely. So in short, I'll explain, not to, create, yes, very bad effect. Exactly. So don't get over panicked after hearing all those things, because I want to just create the awareness and nothing else. Okay. Exactly. When the body doesn't know how to manage it. So now let's understand what exactly happens in the body, how we store the stresses inside our physical body. So the moment um, we feel stress and it stays active, that sympathetic system stays active day after day, week after week, months after months, because we are not getting end up with the work pressure, the family life balance, family work life balance, and because of our own, like, we need to prove ourselves to the society, all those kind of small things, whatever we continuously keep on feeling, that's when the stress starts affecting our entire body system. So let's start with heart, because we know it's very important, right? So what happened? Adrenaline hormone starts secreting when you are in a stressful situation. So adrenaline hormone makes our heart beat faster, which is important for that moment. So it at that moment also increase your blood pressure. Why? Because it's important, so that when the blood pressure is increased, so that your body can prepare itself for the actions to take. This is useful for short term. Once the situation is over, we need to come out of it. But when this happening again and again, you just think about it. You are continuously in a high blood pressure range. This increase the risk for heart attacks, especially hypertension, okay, and strokes. Now comes the cortisol hormone. So cortisol is one of the another hormones that starts secreting when we are in a stressful situation. So this cortisol hormone affects that inner lining of our blood vessels. And when it's keep on happening continuously, the cortisol hormone we are secreting, what happened when those hormones we secrete, it immediately go into the blood vessels so that it can mix into the blood, right, and flow in our body. So when continuously the cortisol hormones getting secreted, it is slowly, gradually making the inner lining of the blood vessel more thinner, and it makes them function very, very less efficiently. Slowly, gradually, the blood vessels started becoming very thin. It started becoming compressed. And this is one of the very early step of the plaques, like creating plaque in your arteries, in your blood vessels. So when the arteries will get blocked, when the arteries will become thinner, When the arteries will get composed, what will happen? The flow of blood will get hindered. So when the flow of blood is getting hindered, when there are lots of how I can explain it. For example, let's say the river. When the river flows, when it naturally flows, it flows like in a straight, like it has lots of uh, current into it, right? But when there are lots of big stones inside the river, what will happen? It will create you know uh, it will just create a barrier for the river to flow naturally. It will create a barrier for the current of that water to create. Same thing will happen when the blood flow will get like it is getting blocked because of the arteries are getting thinner at some point. What will happen? It will create negative impact back to the heart, increasing the cardiovascular diseases. Another effect that it can create is in the gut. We call the gut as a second brain, right? So what is happening, because there is a direct connection between your brain and your digestive system. So when we are stressed out, very stressed out, immediately our brain sends signals to our gut. And this can literally disturb the natural movement of the digestive system. You may already feel that when we are in a stressful situation, either we feel pain in the stomach, butterfly flying in the stomach, some uneasy feeling, or maybe some, unhealthy bowel symptoms as well. It because it creates improper, or it can create like imbalances, you can say, of the bacterias in the gut, which directly again affect the overall digestion process, because the good bacterias are important for the digestion, right? This stressors, the long-term stressors, the chronic stress can also affect our eating behavior as well, because of, again, the cortisol hormone. So what happens when our body starts releasing more cortisol? Cortisol will start increasing the craving of high energy foods, especially the sugary items. Anyone here who always start feeling cravings for the chocolates, for sweets, whenever we are in a stressful situation? Processed foods, comfort food, something that immediately create happiness. Anyone here who always start getting lots of craving for it? Because why we need this at that moment, why this kind of cravings are happening? Because our body thinks that it needs quick energy. And what can give quick energy? Sugar. That's why we give, when the sugar falls, what we give lots of sugar in, we prepare saline water where we put lots of sugar and we give to patients, right? Why? Because sugar gives immediate instant energy. The ORS, what we have in the ORS, it's a saline water, more sugar and salt content. And it indirectly creates fat in your belly, in your lower abdomen region, and in your hip region. Okay. This is not just normal fat, which exercises will help you to burn out. This is something that we call as visceral fats. So these visceral fats, they act as organs, releasing inflammatory chemicals, and these are, again, can increase the chronic heart diseases. Also badly it affects the immune system as well. This chronic stress, when it's continuously staying there. Okay. So first, what we need to feel is, we need to understand, we need to identify every time when we feel stresses, where in our body for the stressful situation make the hair fall too. Yes, make the hair fall too. It literally break your collagen creation. Ultimately, it it affects your skin elasticity. Cellular level aging, it badly affects the cellular level aging as well. So how it affects, if we talk about it, then inside our cell, there is a tiny cylindrical structure kind of a thing. And we call it as a telomeres. Have you heard of it? The telomeres, the cap on top of each and every DNA. Okay, so what is the function of that cap? This cap, they act as a protective cap of the DNA. So every time our cell division is happening, right? That's why we are living being. What is the difference between a living being and an inanimate matter? So what is the difference between me and my specs? I have cells which can continuously can create new cells, and this inanimate specs, it can't. So this is the major difference between me and the specs. So when this telomeres, that are the DNA protectors that are there inside your cells, so they become slightly shorter every single time the cell division is happening. But with right amount of gene formation, we can enhance that creativity of that telomeres as well. How? Influencing the genes with positive thoughts. I'll explain. I'll come to this later. So what happens is when we are on a chronic stress for longer period of time, chronic stress, it has been proved scientifically that chronic stress impact create a major visible impact on that telomere, ultimately shortening the telomeres, which means ultimately the chronic stress indirectly affecting your cellular level aging. Okay, it loses your skin elasticity. It affects badly in losing the collagen creation, the collagen formation of your skins. Also, as I was telling, that that stress can indirectly affect your genes as well. So what are genes? Genes are the instructions kind of a thing that we have inside our DNA. We all have it. And up to this part, I believe most of us believe that um, things that our ancestors were having in their genes, we are also continuously having it. Do you believe this specific thing? Like if my grandparent is having one specific disease, there are high chances that I will also have this specific disease, right? But modern science is telling that there is a chance because this suppressed gene is there. But until and unless this suppressed gene is getting some external stimuli to activate it, it won't activate. So there is not something like that. If your parent had one specific chronic disease, definitely you will have it. Maybe there is a chance that same kind of disease, same kind of gene got transferred to you. But it's not that genes are all the time active. Generally, in our body, the genes remain as suppressed form. Okay, so as I mentioned, so genes are nothing but the instruction manual kind of a thing that are stored inside the DNA. So anytime we buy a new electronic instrument, we get a manual, student manual kind of a thing, how to use it. So the genes are nothing but that student manual of the DNA, how it will break and create new functions and all other stuffs, how your body will express itself, how your nose will form, how your eyes will form. So the genes are nothing but the instructions of your DNA. So what matters more is which instruction are being used and which are not. So the suppressed genes means those instructions your brain, your body and DNA are not using. So in other words, it's not that our genes that matter, or if you are carrying the same gene from your ancestor, it will end up creating some disease in your body. It's the signals that I send to my gene that I want to read this instruction or not. So let me explain it in more detail. I believe that it's still creating confusion. So every cell in your body, it creates DNA. It has DNA, not creates, it has DNA. And inside the DNA, we have the gene, right? So these genes are basically responsible for the main function of that gene is to create proteins. So every cells of yours ultimately creating proteins. For example, skin, the cells that we have in our skin, what protein it's creating? Collagen. Okay, like that, every cells except the, I think the blood cells, except that all the cells create the proteins every single time. And this protein, they control almost everything in your body, starting from your immune system, your hormonal function, your energy level, the way you will look, the way you will, even the way the healing process in your body will happen. Everything is getting controlled by those genes, those DNAs, and your cells. But, 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 you know that genes are not always active. Like, they are the instructions. Now, how we are giving signals to the gene, it will create or it will impact that genes will turn on or it will always remain turned off depending on the signals that they are receiving. So, from which source the signals are coming? From the environment. Not only the external environments, that is what is happening around us, but also the internal environment, the environment around the cells. Definitely, if the first impact we create in is the external environment impact. So, external environment impact means how I feel stress, how I process the emotion. Immediately it will create, so when I'm feeling stressful, what will happen? It will release the specific chemicals, the adrenaline, cortisol, the inflammatory signals, right? So all those negative kind of, all those bad chemicals started releasing inside the body. So these chemicals, so they are the external environment influence. So now what will happen? These chemicals, they travel through the bloodstream, right? And they continuously interact with every cells in the body. What they do is they bind to the receptors of the cell, that is the cell membrane, the outside of the cell, and they send the signal all the way to the DNA. So ultimately, the thoughts, the behavioral factors, the stressors that we are experiencing, depending on that, it will decide that that specific gene of yours will create a new, better version of it, or it will create more worsened version of it. That's why we call, right, that if you think negative, the negative things you will end up attracting. That's how it impacts inside your body. Okay, so your body, and you are continuously, if you are living that same thing again and again, again and again, day after day, weeks after weeks, you are continuously, repeatedly sending the same chemicals to your body, the same kind of gene exposures are happening. Your body then will start adapting that this is normal. That's how, you know uh, that survival mechanism should happen. And once this becomes normal, your all the thoughts, your behavior starts matching the state. You will end up attracting more stresses. And after that, after a certain time, you may feel that I don't want to feel that stressful situation again, but your body feel that I'm still more comfortable into it, being into that stressful, thinking into that stressful situation, because body has memorized this state. So that's how stress can create a visible impact. Is it possible to receive a recording? Yes, you will get. Um, exactly. God doesn't make mistakes. Exactly. Most of the cases, we get the genes through our ancestors. This is the concept of epigenetics. If you are, how does one create a new normal? Yes, I'll give that step right now, Julie. So if you are lots of stress, you are in lots of stress, if you are lots of in anxiety, depression every single time, it is getting encoded in your genes, and definitely it will get transferred to your next generations. So, when you are learning any kind of mindfulness techniques, meditations, and you are understanding, identifying your stressors, you are releasing it from your body, you are releasing your traumas from your body, you will not only help yourself, you will indirectly in long term will help your next generations as well. You will literally break that generational trauma transfer chain through this mindfulness practice. Now now I believe it's quite clear that what exactly happens when we go through stresses, and how it creates big impact in the physical body. Up to this part, is it clear? Any doubt, any queries, any question? Because now we are going to understand how Silva method is going to help us in this specific thing. So first of all, tell me, like, anyone heard about Silva method? Or for anyone, this Silva method concept is very new. What is your understanding on Silva method? I think it's fascinating that our body retains information, process information, and express information. And yes, exactly. We feel sometimes that I'm not thinking about that thought. That means the thought is gone. Our body, have you read the book that our body keeps the score? If not, highly recommend it. The most amazing book on this specific topic, how stress affects the body, how trauma affects the body. The name of the book is how not, it's like the body keeps the score. That's the only name. It's so amazing. So every experience, every emotion that was not processed fully and not released fully, we will end up storing it inside our body. So we will do a meditation. On that meditation, I'll explain that where in which part of the body we store what kind of emotion. We will do this meditation right now. So every single time we are not fully experiencing an emotion, we end up storing it in the body, which will show up in long run, definitely, for sure. So it's not that I'm not processing that emotion, I'm not experiencing it fully, that means the emotion is gone. It will get stored in the body. Because what is happening, have you read about the seven chakras concept, or the seven energy centers? What are those? So basically we have seven energy junctions. So what are the energy junction? Rather than only be having this physical body, we have an energy body as well. What is the energy body? Uh, so every cell of ours, if we're talking about the cells, what we have at the core of the cell, at the quantum level, what we have the atom. Inside the atom, we have the nucleus and the electrons that are rotating around that nucleus. And this atom, that inside that atom, this nucleus and all the electrons, they only take 0.000001% of the space. Rest of the space inside that atom, like 99.99999, like 12.9% amount of space, it's empty. It's the void. If it's empty, if it's void, then what we have there? It's the energy. That means we, everything around us, ultimately made up of energy at the quantum level, right? And this energy is something that is there from the very beginning of the universe. This physical body is not constant. So what we have do is, like, first we experience the entire anabolic cycle of the physical body, and then you know losing the elasticity and complete the catabolic cycle, and this physical body will get destroyed. But this energy body is something that is there from the very beginning of the universe, and it will be there. It will just keep on changing its form, right? So ultimately, we all are made up of energy. That means if you are seeing Debalina, this is Debalina's physical body. Rather than this physical body, I have simultaneously the energy body of mine. We call it the aura, right? Have you heard about the term aura? What is aura? It's the energy, my frequency, in which my energy is vibrating, that I have stored inside my cells, inside my atoms, the energy that I have stored, right? So, why I'm explaining that? Because if we have this energy body, then there will should have a junction point of this energy bodies. The way we see in the skeletal structure of this physical body, all the bones have its junction. Similarly, if we talk about the anatomy of the energy body, then we will understand the concept of the chakras, the seven energy centers. They are nothing but the junction, the major junction points of the flow of the energy throughout this body. Again, this junction points, this energy systems are not completely like woo woo kind of concepts, because each and every energy centers are primarily connected to each and every major glands, starting from this heart. Then we have four fingers above the navel, four fingers below the navel, and at the base of the spine. So each and every energy center connected beautifully to each and every major glands of our body, maintaining the hormonal flow. Okay, so when the stressors are continuously keep on coming, what is happening? It will create hindrance in this energy flow through our energy centers. Okay, that's why it's important to understand how to break the loop, how to get rid of that stressors, and how to feel that yes, now I'm on a stressful situation. I know that I'm going to enter on a stressful situation. So, how to handle that stressful situation so that we won't end up getting stored that experience in the physical body, rather than experiencing fully and releasing it, because it's it's not possible to get rid of the stress. It's important to have it. We all will have it. We all will feel it. Okay. Now we need to understand how Silva method can help to get rid of it. Okay, Erika, new to the method. I'll explain then what is Silva method. It's new to me, even though it's the same as my surname. Yes, it's because it has been invented by José Silva, and the current president of the Silva International is Diana Silva. Because of their surname, the concept is Silva method, though it was founded in 1966. Uh, we can create a way with our brain to let us know we are safe. Definitely. How to also break the chain of ancestral stress if our parents also had been in chronic stress. Definitely, I'll explain it. Silva method relaxes the mind, which lowers the stress. Definitely. uh, its body keeps the score, the book name is. Exactly. Thank you so much. um, it's safe, but still I get panic attacks at night. Ramsha, if you want, we can have a detailed discussion on it. Lost connection, is it for everyone? So, Ramsha, if I'll request you, if you want, we can have a discussion. We can sit over Zoom. For that, you can message me over WhatsApp so that we can finalize a time, common time where we can sit. Okay. This is my WhatsApp number. I should. Okay. So now, what is Silva method and how it can help us to get rid of that stressors? Um, why jaw clenching happen? This is not our ancestors did when stressed. So the way what happened is Whenever we feel any stressful situation, one part or other of the body will get impacted. This is one of the beautiful way that we can identify that yes, now I'm going to enter in a stressful situation. For example, maybe when we are in a stressful situation, we may feel that some butterfly, some butterfly tingling sensation is happening, but like butterflies are flying in my abdomen. For some people, maybe sore throat. For some people, it's all of a sudden high level pain in the brain, in the head. Okay, these two parts majorly, this part and the forehead and this part, pain in the head. For some people, it's like too much pain on the shoulders. For some people, like the ears started becoming too hot and it started becoming red. Tell me, anyone experienced any sort of experience like that? For some people, it's like too much heaviness in the chest or too much heaviness in the cuff muscle area. So for some people, it depends on person to person that how you will experience that stress in your body. But every time we go through a stressful situation, we feel that stress, like we feel that stressful situation in our physical body in some way or other. When I'm stressed, feel like there are microelectricity in my body, feels like my skin is peeling off. Yeah, person to person, but it varies. But definitely we feel in some way or other the effect of that stress in the physical body. So how Silva method can help in this specific thing? Silva method is a beautiful way of relaxing the physical body and mind, and then by using that relaxed state of the body and mind and slowed down brainwave frequency, we can literally step up the right brain hemisphere and we can solve our problems. Let me explain it in more detail, in more easier way. So the first step of the Silva method is to slow down the brainwave frequency from high frequency beta to low frequency alpha. What does that mean? So in our brain, we have billions of neurons. And every time you are getting any outer stimuli, maybe you are hearing my voice, you are looking at me, you are thinking about something. So every single time your brain is experiencing some sort of outer stimuli, immediately what happen in your brain is that neurons, they start sending signals to each other. And depending on that signal, they create a neuronal pathway inside your brain. Now, in the process of sending signals to each other, in your brain, a brain wave, the wave oscillation patterns continuously, get created. Now, depending on how much active your brain is, that brainwave frequency may vary. For example, right now, your brain is very active because you are looking at me, you are listening to my voice, you are maybe recalling some of your knowledge into the specific field. So, your brain is very active. The neurons inside your brain is they are very active. So your brainwave frequency is very high. We call it the beta level, 14 to 21 cycles per second. And most of the time, we stay in that beta level. Now, you just think about it, when you start sleeping, what happened? You started feeling little relaxed, like you feel a little less connected to the physical world, to the outer world, right? This is called the alpha brainwave state, when your brainwave frequency slowed down to alpha. Okay, that means now your brainwave oscillations are very slow, 7 to 14 cycles per second. That's why you feel like that, right? That when you're just waking up, you still feel I need some more time to connect to the physical world, to come and sync to the physical world. Why you feel so? Because your brain neurons are less active. Thank you, Liliana. So this is the time we are reducing our brainwave frequency from beta to alpha. Now, when you in a deep sleep state, what happened? It enters from alpha to theta. That is more deeper brainwave state, and even more deeper, that is at delta as well. And you come back to alpha. That's how the sleep cycles happen. And then when you are about to wake up, rather than coming from alpha to theta and going to the sleep cycle, you come out from alpha to beta and you wake up. So every time you are on a stressful situation, and let's say because of that stress, you got so much headache, you feel so overwhelming, and somehow you manage to sleep. Don't you think after a good night's sleep, after that good 7, 8 hour sleep, you wake up in the morning with so refreshing energy, right? Why it's happening? Because when your body and brain enters at that alpha brainwave state, that is when you function, when you stay at 10 cycles per second, that is 7 to 14 is the alpha range. So when you enter at alpha and you stay at alpha for longer period of time, it's your body's natural healing mechanisms that activated. Your body's natural rejuvenation process starts happening. The stress level automatically reduces. That is a function of alpha. In Silva method, what we are going to learn is how to relax this physical body and mind, how to slow down our brainwave frequency from highly active beta to alpha. Okay? And we are going to do every night. Anyways, your body is doing that. Every night, anyways, your body is, entering at alpha and through sleep. But in Silva, what we are going to learn is how to enter at alpha consciously without falling asleep. Now you just think about it. If just through sleep, when you are entering at this at this lower brainwave frequency, if you are getting that much amount of, benefit out of it, if you can consciously enter at alpha, you just think about it, how much benefits you are going to get because of it. It's not only it will help you to get rid of stress, it will help you to identify the blockages. If you are having any energy flow blockage in any part of the body, it will help to identify it and get rid of it. It will help you to make your body healing mechanism much more better. It will help to get back that immune system, enhance your immune system. We have different meditations through which you can, actually, if you are having headache, how you can apply the headache control technique and get rid of headache. How to know I'm an alpha, Yogesh? I'll come to this alpha state explanation and how to enter at alpha in short. So with with the headache control, you can get rid of the headache. So let me share the screen and let me explain it. Exactly. We can do so. We can get rid of that stressors from the body, and we are going to do a meditation on that. Just a second, let me share my screen and let me explain what exactly you can do with the Silva method. So in case anyone wants to check the graduation course, because we are having it in a huge discounted rate. This is the link of it. So let me share my screen and let me show it to you. Just a second, it's taking a lot of time. Okay, so let it open. Let me explain by that time. Then you can use, let's say you are feeling less in confidence, how to use the 5-step formula to gain the confidence back. Then let's say you want to manifest something. How to identify first, like before manifestation, how to identify first that these limiting beliefs are blocking my path of for manifestation, blocking my way to manifest those things. So how to identify those limiting beliefs and get rid of those limiting beliefs, then how to start the manifestation. If you are having any sort of confusion while manifesting, how to apply the glass of water technique to solve this confusing state. Then slowly it goes to let's say let's say I'm having pain in my hand, how to use the hand levitation and glove anesthesia process to get rid of any sort of body pains, how to prepare energized glass of water for healing, like healing myself, healing others, healing if my plant is not growing, how to um, use that water for the plant to grow, how to use that water for my pets, if the pet is suffering for some disease or something like that. Then using the memory pigs to enhance the memory. Then using the three finger state, that is the abundance activation state, or immediately entering at alpha to find out the missing pieces. So these all are the part of the Silva life system, how we can create a new you, or how we can solve our daily life problems, any problem. Like Silva method is literally one package all solution kind of a thing. It's not that it will help you only for healing or only for problem solving, only for manifestation. No, it will help you to handle any sort of life issues. These are the part of the Silva life system. And then the Silva intuition, which is more deeper level, where, as the name suggests, we learn how to enhance the intuition. And the most beautiful part about the intuition training, which I love the most, is creating my representation of source energy. Like, what is my source energy representation? What is my, higher self? And how I can communicate with that higher self? How I can find my purpose of life, why I'm here. You will learn all those things in the intuition class. Plus, of course, how to project our mind ultimately to a human being to detect abnormalities and send healing. So this is the all like these are the all things that you will learn in the complete graduation course that we call the 6 days graduation course. There's 3 days Silva life system and 3 days the Silva intuition system. Okay, so let me share my screen so that I can explain it in detail. So this is the course, and the investment is 299 USD for lifetime. Like with that, you can join the graduation course, be a Silva graduate with the certification. Plus, every month we are having classes. So you can come and repeat every month's batch. There won't be any repetition charges if you're repeating with us. So you will learn these techniques in the life system, relaxations, then sleep control for better sleep, awake control, alarm clock, dream control, alarm clock to wake up naturally, headache control, memory pegs to enhance the memory, three finger technique, mirror of the mind for manifestation, hand levitation, glove anesthesia. These are the self hypnosis process for healing, glass of water for problem solving, habit control to get rid of any bad habits, three scenes technique for problem corrections, and mental video for something bigger achievement. And then comes the intuition part, where we will learn the intuition, the fantastic voyage, that is experiencing or having the out of body experience where I am no one, not a person, not a physical body, not a name, not any title, not a position, not a designation, just no body from this body, that experience. Then droplet of source energy through which we create the source energy symbolic representation. Then we will create our own lab, our own counselors, where we will enter every time when we need to solve, work on any problems. Then we have the projection exercises, that are the intuition activation exercises, like how I can project my mind into the home wall, into metals, into leaves, into plants. Okay. And then we have the case working, where we project our mind into a person, and the energy circle, where we will do healing for many people altogether. So all those things you will learn in the 6 days, which are lifetime repetition. And of course, you will get a certificate like that as a Silva graduate from Silva International with the signature of Diana Silva, who is the current president of Silva International. And of course, with the signature of the instructor. So if you are doing this with us, then the instructor will be either me or Sam Shomajit. So the next batch is starting from 26th, 27, 28. So we generally have two timings for every batches, batch one, batch two. You can get all the details from the link that I have shared with you guys. Okay. So these are the things that you will learn in this Silva Method course. The water method helps with pets. Yes, water method helps in pets, Amy. Is there a video to watch the prepare energy in glass of water? Julie, you will learn it in the graduation course. Yeah, thank you so much, Liliana. Thanks a lot for joining and repeating with us. Okay, so now we will do a short meditation, and we have few other courses as well. And after that, I'll show that courses as well to you guys. So in the meditation, what we are going to do is, as I mentioned, first we need to learn how to enter at alpha. So to enter at alpha, what we will do is we will do physical relaxation and mind relaxation. In Silva, we call it the 3-2-1 method. So first we will start with physical relaxation. So what we will do is step number 1, inhale. While exhaling, you will mentally repeat number 3 3 times. This will be number 3. Number 3 will be your association of entering at physical level. So to relax at the physical level, we need to relax our entire physical body, top to bottom. So first we will bring our concentration and attention exactly at the top of the head. So first you will bring your entire attention, concentration at the top of your head, on the brain and on the skull. So you have to feel the ligament pressure, the pulsation, the stress, everything that you are holding at this part. So feel it first and then release and relax. Then bring slowly the focus, concentration, and attention to your forehead, eyes, nose, cheeks, lips, ears. Feel the ligament pressure, then release and relax. Then chest. Feel it, release and relax. Then on your hands, on the spinal cord, feel the ligament pressure, release and relax. Abdomen, feel it, release and relax. So we will focus on each and every physical body part, and then we will relax this part. We will release all the stored negativities, stress, muscle pressures, everything from every physical part of the body. Okay, once, how to release? Okay, good question. You have to feel the pressure and then you have to feel you are releasing it. How to do so? Um, Investors, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly or not. Please make sure. Please tell me if it's investors or okay, it's Nishant. It's coming investors AI. Okay, Nishant. So how to release it? First, you have to feel it before you release it. So to feel it, how you can feel like it's something like as if everything inside your brain is coming closer. It's like getting squeezed. Okay, how it feels. For example, yeah, sure. I'll give 2 minutes. Let me explain. Then I'll give 2 minute break before we start the meditation. So, how you have to feel it, like as if like you are trying to hold something. So you just do something like that and you feel you are trying to hold something, so you are putting lots of pressure on the finger joints as if you try to hold something but you can't hold it. You are putting lots of force, focus, pressure into your finger joints. That's what you have to create a feelings like everything inside your brain getting squeezed. Feel the pressure, then relax, release everything. So if I try to hold something and putting pressure on the finger joints, how it will feel? And then release and relax, like finger joints are absolutely relaxed. How it feels. Is it clear, Nishant? That feeling we need to create. First, the pressure and pressure while inhale. No. So, you will continuously keep on taking inhale and exhale. The natural breathing process, we won't interrupt. Okay. Let the breathing happen as it is. We won't focus on the breathing. We will only focus on the pressure, creating the pressure. Okay. So if it's like with inhale, we are creating the pressure, it's also fine. With exhale, if we are creating the pressure, that is also fine. So first we have to feel the pressure and then release and relax. That's what we need to do through the entire body. So first step is physical body relaxation. Once we do this, you will feel your entire physical body is relaxed. Once the entire physical body is relaxed, we have to feel that our legs are not the part of our body, as if we don't have the legs. Okay. Thank you so much, Sheila ji. So we have to feel as if the legs are not the part of the body. What will feel as if we don't have the legs anymore? Feel the pressure, then how to build the pressure. It's okay. If for the first time you are feeling facing challenges, it's okay. You just feel. See, in Silva, we call it, we say this very often that fake it until you make it. So you fake the feeling that yeah, getting the pressure, I'm creating the pressure, and then I'm releasing it. Okay, Nishant? But I feel at least when you will end up completing this meditation, you will feel much more confident into this. Okay. So then you have to feel as if you don't have the legs, you don't have your abdomen, you don't have the chest, you don't have the hands, you don't have throat, you don't have the entire head. So you don't have a physical body. How it feels? You don't have the weight. You have to feel as if you lose all the weight. How it feels? Once created this beautiful physical relaxation state, we will inhale while exhaling. Repeat number 2 3 times. This will be mental relaxation level 2. Once we are entered at this level 2, we will visualize a beautiful scene. Maybe, we went for a beach. We went for a vacation on a beach and it's nighttime. We are sitting on the beach, on the seashore. We can see the waves are coming and going. How relaxing it is for your mind. It's, clear sky. It is like you can see the stars, this moon on the sky. You can feel the gentle breeze, the waves are coming, and maybe sometime it's touching your feet. So, if we have experienced something like that, recall the same feeling, how it feels to feel something like that. Okay, so recreate that same feeling. Um, Ashish, if possible, please schedule a call with me. This is my WhatsApp number that I'm sharing. Okay, so we have to first physical relaxation level 3 where we are relaxing our entire physical body. Then mental relaxation level 2 where we are visualizing a tranquil scene and we are relaxing our mind. Once the physical relaxation and mental relaxation part are done, now we are ready to enter at alpha. So we will inhale while exhaling. Number 1 3 times repeats and we entered at alpha. Now, how you feel that I entered at alpha? For some people, it's like just so much relaxation, so much calmness. For some people, it's a feeling like I'm feeling so happy. For some people, it's like I don't want to come out from this level. It's so relaxing. For some people, it's very emotional. They started crying all of a sudden. For some people, they may feel that if you have taken a merry-go-round ride, when you reached at the upper part of the merry-go-round, how it feels like the body weight is so less, right? Something like that. So you may get some kind of feeling like that. So it depends from person to person. For some person, no feeling at all. For some person, you may see colors in front of your closed eyes. maybe colors like violet, orange, bright yellow, white. Or have you seen the Silva Methods logo? You can may see something like that as well. Okay, so for some person the feelings like different person the feelings are different. Okay, so once the physical body relaxation is done, we will one by one release emotions from every part of the body. Okay, every part of the physical body. That's what the meditation is, what we are going to do. And then once done, we will come out of the level. How to come out of the level? I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the count of 5, you will open your eyes. You will be wide awake. All right? Are the steps clear? I think more when we will do this meditation, the steps will become much more clearer. Okay? So let's begin the meditation. Everyone, find a comfortable sitting position. Take a slow deep breath and close your beautiful eyes. Okay. I'm so sorry. Let's take a 2 minutes break. Sure. Come back in 2 minutes. We will start the meditation in 2 minutes. Okay, by that time, if anyone having any questions, you can go ahead and ask. All right. By the way, I have a PDF. I created a PDF where I explained like few somatic practices. Somatic practices means not only meditation, like some physical activities as well, some body shaking and few, gland press. So few physical level activities as well, along with meditation, which can help to release those stored cortisols, stored chemicals from the body. So if anyone wants that, please share your email ID with us. Here you can share in this chat so that I can share if you want to get that PDF. Will there be a recording? Yes, you will get the recording in your registered email ID. Okay, on Monday, I believe. So that PDF, on that PDF, I just explain things in detail, like exactly what step-by-step practices we need to do to release those stored chemicals, stored, emotions, stored cortisols from the physical body. So what I will suggest is do this practice once you get the PDF. And after that, if you feel any point, you have any questions, confusion, doubt, feel free to book clarity calls with me, or you can message me anytime in WhatsApp. See, every time we don't have to get the course, okay? Because I feel in Silva community, one of the most, Silva method, Jose Silva, the founder of the Silva method, he has created a few beautiful affirmations. One of the affirmations which he has created are we should consider the whole of humanity, depending on the ages, as fathers or mothers, brothers or sisters, son or daughters. So when we start feeling something like that, I believe seeing the world will become much more, better. The experience of living this world will become much more better. Now, it doesn't mean that we have to, everything will become free, but of course, like there should be a level of compassion while at least having conversation with someone else. At least that thing we can have. Um, Okay, Trish, I think it's there at least at some page too. I think it's there in the website as well, but I'm not sure exactly at which page team has put it. But still, I'll ask team to, keep it on the home page so that people can download it. All right. Is it on the email? It is on the email. Okay, you got it over email. Yes, so Jose has created so many beautiful affirmations. Another affirmation of his was like, we should make the planet Earth in such a beautiful way. We should co-create the planet Earth in such a beautiful way so that we can leave a better place for the people who follow. Because what we are doing in these days, if you just switch on your TV, the news channel, just all the wars happening, that person is killing this person, so many political dramas. So we don't have time for doing constructive activities for the world. But if you think about it, we are a co-creator with that level of intelligence, and no one in this universe having, right? So as a co-creator, if we focus more in the constructive activities rather than the destructive ones, just think about it, the planet Earth, living experience in this planet Earth would become how much beautiful, right? But we lose connection with all those things. All right, so let's begin the meditation. I believe everyone is back. Exactly, we have to be the caretakers. All right, so let's do it. Everyone, find a comfortable sitting position, take a slow deep breath, and close your beautiful eyes. Keep your eyes closed until I ask you to open it again. We will begin this meditation with the 3-2-1 method. Take a slow deep breath. While exhaling, mentally repeat and visualize number 3 3 times. Number 3 is for physical relaxation. So we will slowly relax our entire physical body. Bring your focus, attention exactly at the top of your head. Bring your focus on the skull, on the brain. Feel the ligament pressure, the stress, the tension at this part of the body. Release and relax everything from your brain, from your skull. Bring your entire focus, attention, and concentration to your forehead, eyes, lips, cheeks, ears. Feel the ligament pressure, the stress, the tension at this part of the body. If you can't feel it, you can create that pressure, the stress, the tension. Release and relax. Bring your focus, attention, and concentration in your throat. Concentrate on your throat internally and externally. Feel the ligament pressure, the stress, the tension at this part of the body. Release and relax. Bring your entire focus to your spinal cord. Focus on your spine. Feel the ligament pressure, the stress at every disc of the spinal cord. Release and relax. Now bring your entire focus, attention, and concentration to your hands. Release and relax everything from your hands. Bring your focus, attention, and concentration to your center of the chest. Concentrate on your chest. Feel the ligament pressure, the stress. Release and relax everything. Bring your entire focus, attention, and concentration at your abdomen. Feel the ligament pressure, the stress, the tension at this part of the body. Release and relax. Now bring your focus, attention, and concentration to your legs. Concentrate on your thighs, on your knees, calf muscles, feet. Feel the ligament pressure, the stress, the tension at this part of the body. Release and relax. Your entire physical body is now completely relaxed. This is such a healthy state of being. Now feel as if your legs are not the part of the body. How it feels as if you don't have the legs. Now feel as if your abdomen, your hands, your chest, your throat, head, all your physical body are not the part of the body. How it feels. You don't have a physical body. What you have, what you're left with is just the energy body. How it feels. This is such an amazing feeling to be so deeply relaxed. Now to help you enter in more deeper, healthier level of the mind, take another slow deep breath. While exhaling, mentally repeat and visualize number 2 3 times. You are now at level 2. Level 2 is for mental relaxation. It's time to visualize a beautiful, relaxing scene. Take a moment and visualize as if you are or you visited a beautiful beach area. It's a night time, you visited that beach area. You are sitting near the seashore. You can feel that gentle breeze that flowing, touching your skin. You can feel that waves are coming and going. This is mental relaxation level 2. Your entire physical body and mind are now completely relaxed. Take another slow deep breath while exhaling. Mentally repeat and visualize number 1 3 times. You are now at level 1. This is the alpha level of the mind. Feel the flow of relaxation. To help you enter in more deeper and healthier level of the mind, I will slowly count 10 to 1. With every countdown, you will feel as if you are entering in more deeper and healthier level of the mind. 10, 9, feel going deeper and deeper. 8, 7, 6, feel going deeper and deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. You are in a deeper and healthier level of the mind. If you know how to enter at this alpha level and stay conscious and awake at this level for longer period of time without falling asleep, only this will give a feeling of high level of relaxation. And only this state, achieving this state and maintaining this state, will help to manage stress, releasing all the stored emotions, help your immune system get the elasticity back. It will only help your body to rejuvenate back with a higher level of a faster speed of healing the body. But also, do you know that your beautiful body is not just flesh and bone? It's a library of experience, a living archive, literally, of every emotion that you have ever felt. Some emotions you expressed and some emotions you suppressed, but your body remembers everything. Some emotions flow through and dissolve, but some emotions, especially the ones that you never felt safe to express, they stored inside the organs, the muscles, inside the tissues. So now through this part of the meditation, we will meet those emotions with compassion and we will release them gently, softly, and beautifully. So find a comfortable position and just be aware of it that the chest and the lungs generally store the sadness and the grief. The stomach and the gut store fear, worry, anxiety. The liver stores the anger, frustration, irritation. The kidneys, they store deep seated fear and survival emotions, the traumas. Your shoulders, they carry responsibility and the feeling of being burdened. Your neck and throat, they stored some unspoken truths, unspoken words. The jawlines, they hold unprocessed stress, resentment. Your hips store old emotional memories, especially the past hearts, heartbrokens, shames, relationships that, left marks. Your heart, it stores love, loss, betrayal. So now, part by part, we will release all the stored emotions. So first, bring your attention and concentration to your chest. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your breath. Imagine a soft light entering your lungs. Warmth, comforting, golden light entering your lungs. Feel as if that soft light, that soft golden light, are releasing all the kind of stored heaviness into mist, as if all the kind of stored heaviness, disappointment are getting released, and feel as if you are releasing that no longer belongs to you. Feel as if your heart, as if your lungs are getting softened. How it feels. Now, slowly move your awareness to your stomach. It's the place where emotional storms often begin. So, imagine a warm hand resting over your belly. You can touch your belly with your hand right now. Feel the calmness, the supportive. Can you visualize a swirling dark tension in your stomach? If you can visualize, then feel as if that swirling dark tension getting slowly dissolved, like it's unwinding and melting away. Feel the safe, feel that fear is getting released from your body. Keep on taking slow, deep, rhythmic breaths. Now bring your awareness to the right side of the body, that is your liver. This is the emotional detox center. Imagine a red glow, the color of the stored anger, and feel as if that stored anger is getting softened. It's cooling down, it's fading out. Let it go. Release the anger that your body no longer, that no longer belongs to you. You already started feeling so light-weighted. Bring your attention to your shoulders now. Now, if you feel that your shoulders have been raised, let them drop. Let it soften. Let them relax. Imagine as if like two heavy stones falling off from your shoulders, rolling away, like going far away. Your neck softens, your throat opens, your breath becomes easier. Say gently that I let go of all the weight that was never mine. Bring your awareness to your jaw. Relax the jaw, relax your tongue. Soften the muscles around your mouth. Picture as if your jaw releasing the years of unprocessed emotions, the stored traumas, emotions from the body. Say in your mind slowly that I release all the resentments that I hold on my jaws. I choose peace and I release everything from my jaw. Bring your attention to your hips. So, hips store some sort of deepest emotional imprints. Bring your awareness to this area. Imagine warm light flooding your hips, releasing all the old memories, old relationships, releasing the childhood wounds, the traumas, the moments that you never spoke about. Slowly say in your mind that I set my past free. This body is mine again. I'm releasing all the stored emotions from my hip. Now imagine that your entire body is glowing, every cell illuminated. Every organ breathing, every muscle relaxing, every emotion finding its rhythm as if. Feel that shift in energy inside your body. Now place your hand on your heart. Feel that peace. Feel the lightness. Feel the freedom in your heart. Stay here for a few seconds. Feel the feelings. This is such an amazing feeling. When you'll practice this meditation on a regular basis, and you will create awareness that this part is associated with storing this type of memory, slowly, gradually, it will be easier for you to release this memory, this emotional memories, this emotional patterns from the body. Relax. Every time you function at this level of the mind, you receive beneficial effects physically and mentally. You may use this level of the mind to help yourself, to help your loved ones, to help any human being who need help physically and mentally. You may use this level of the mind in a constructive, creative manner for all that is good, honest, pure, and positive. And this is so. In a moment, I'll slowly count 1 to 5. At the count of 5, you will open your eyes. You will be wide awake, feeling fine, in a perfect health, feeling better than before. 1, 2, you're coming out slowly now. 3, 4, 5. Everyone, open your eyes, be wide awake, feel fine, in a perfect health, feel better than before. All right, everyone, open your eyes and tell me, how was it? How was the meditation? Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Any queries, any questions from the entire meditations or the steps of this meditation? Relaxing, beautiful. Thank you so much. Um, Nishant, if you are here, are the steps now clear to you? All right, thank you. Okay. So now what you have to do is, if you have to, you know, identify or handle how to, what about relaxing emotions from, yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about. So when you, Julie, when you will do this meditation again and again, again and again, what will happen? You will end up releasing all the stored emotion from your body. So, as I mentioned, when the genes are not get suppressed, or sorry, will get suppressed, the genes that are carrying the emotional patterns from the generations, if the genes are getting suppressed again and again because of your external stimuli, your external emotions, the way you are sending emotions to your genes that are the positive thoughts, that you are sending healing energies, what will happen? They will slowly, gradually discontinue from the body. And if it will get completely eliminated from your physical body, it will not get transferred to others' body as well, right? So it's not that some genes got transferred to your body from your parents, which were encoded with some kind of anxiety, stress, depression, or some sort of things like that. It's not that you will also get impacted because of those genes. It's how you are nurturing those genes, it will create the impact. Okay. Now, what you need to do is how to handle the stresses. We have a detailed module in the Silva Life System, how to handle stress, and beautiful meditation for that. But in short, if we want to understand that how to handle stress, then first of all, next time, whenever you will be in a stressful situation, first identify what kind of physical feelings getting created. Is it some kind of sensation in your stomach, on the legs, on your hands where you're feeling the first sign of the stress. Okay. Now, why it's important? Because maybe you will end up storing this emotion into that part, so that after you feel that the stress cycle is over, I release that stresses, I release that emotion from the body. You make sure you are again entering at alpha and releasing second time the stored emotion from the body, from that part of the body where you felt the first sign of stress, so that you're making sure that stress is not getting stored in the body in that part. Okay. And first of all, though, if you do this, just the relaxation part, the 3 to 1 and 10 to 1 every single day, you will be very known place how to handle the stress on a easier regular basis. Now tell me, any queries, any question anyone is having? Now, as I mentioned, that if you want, you can get the graduation course, because we are having a huge discount into it. The graduation course that I mentioned, this is the graduation course, 6 days. Okay, this is something that you can get, or another one, which is a small course. If you want, you can start with that course as well, which is just with for 25 USD. So let me share the screen and let me show it to you. Keep getting out of the alpha, not able to stay there for too long due to bad thoughts coming in. So Ramsha, this is again quite common issue. If you feel some random thoughts are coming in, address those thoughts, acknowledge those thoughts, and then bring your attention back to the meditation again. So initially it may happen. It requires practice. With practice, you will see slowly, gradually coming. I'll not say coming the thoughts will completely disappear or stop. No, but it will be easier for you to manage those thoughts. So means we have to do 10 to 1 countdown while we wake up after sleep. No, when you wake up after the sleep, you do the complete 3 to 1 and 10 to 1 method and then do the meditation. That will happen in the first few days when you will do it. Okay, when you are consciously entering at alpha, it won't happen, because now you will know, you will slowly gain the power within you how to handle that loop. Okay. All right. So another course that you can get is, rather than this $299 graduation course, which is the 6 days, the complete package, the complete Silva Life and Intuition. So you can get this one, or another one that you can get. Let me share the screen and let me show it to you. So this one. This is the Silva Method 2 days Alpha Mind Activation class. The next batch is on 25th and 26th of March. 2 days, 1 hour each day. And if we talk about the techniques that we learn, just a second. So it's only 25 USD. In INR, it's 2000. So here you will learn the short and long relaxation, then limiting belief meditation, then stress management technique, then 5-step formula, which you can apply for headache, for anger, for clearing interviews, for clearing stage fear, public speaking. So any sort of like confusing state, whatever you are having. Then 3-finger activations to instantly access the alpha state, so that we can get anything, whatever we want. And then accessing the universal field energy. Okay, so all those things you will learn in the 2 days. If you are getting this specific one. So let me share this link as well. All right. So any queries, any questions, anyone having? So this is the 2-day Alpha Mind Activation class. Another thing that we are going to have for the first time ever, so let me share my screen and let me show it to you guys, that we are going to have a retreat. So let me show the screen and let me show it to you so that it will become much more clear to you. I believe everyone can see the screen, right? So 7 days of retreat, like it's not only 7 days. 7 days we will stay together in the lap of Himalayas, and 3 days pre-retreat class, which we are going to do for the first time ever in India. And what you will learn here, if we talk about, then of course the Silva graduation course. Then we will have different kind of healing sessions, sound healing, art therapies, art healing kind of things. Plus we will have the yogas and pranayams, the alternate nostril breathing, its science and why the importance of it. So all those things we will learn in this specific thing. Plus, so we have the day by day curriculum. I'll share that link as well. So we have the day by day 1, 2, 3 before the retreat, the online Zoom class that we will have. And then during the retreat, every day from morning to evening, what are the schedules, everything explained here in detail. So I'll share that link. And these are the investment. Everything will be taken care by us. The, of course, the certifications. So these are the price in dollar, and these are the prices in INR. If you're, coming from India, then this will be the prices. Here you will get the stay, the foodings, the course, then all the experiences, the healings, everything covered in this price plan. Okay, so anyone want to know more about it? And of course, there will be early bird discounts. So anyone want to know more about it, please schedule a call before you book so that we can discuss in detail, and then we can plan accordingly. Okay, so this is one of the most amazing thing that I want to mention. So let me share that link as well, the retreat one. Now, in case anyone want to have any discussion, you can message me anytime, or you can drop an email to digital@silvamethod.com. 299 is after discount. The 299 one is after discount one, after for the graduation course, Amit. So if anyone want to have any discussion, you can message me in this number. This is my WhatsApp number. Okay. So any further queries or questions or doubt anyone having, or we are good to wrap? So whoever has shared your email ID, I'll ask team to drop an email and send that, that specific somatic practice PDF with you guys. Okay. By that time, thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you liked it. Anyone want to unmute yourself and say anything? Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining. Um, thanks a lot. Okay, bye. Take care. Keep smiling, keep meditating, and stay connected. Thank you so much, Joseph. Bye. Take care. Have a great day to you too.